Hello, students. Hope during this pandemic you all are fit and fine with your loved ones. So, today we will learn about the nutrition in human. Before learn the nutrition in human, we should know about the alimentary canal. The food that we eat passes through a long muscular tube is called the alimentary canal that is present inside our body. This canal is started from the mouth and ends at the anus. The food is firstly break down into tiny molecules that are carried by blood to all parts of the body. The sequence of steps involved in the process are as follows. First is ingestion, second digestion, third absorption, fourth assimilation, fifth egestion. Let us talk about this process. The first is egestion. Ingestion means the intake of food, or you can say the act of getting and eating food is called the ingestion. In human, it takes place through the mouth where the teeth help in chewing the food. The next process is digestion. The process of breakdown of complex molecules of the food into simple and soluble ones is called the digestion. Next is absorption. The process of passing of digested food into blood vessel of the small intestine is called the absorption. The next is assimilation. The conversion of absorbed food in complex substance such as proteins, vitamins required by body for their growth and maintenance of the cells is known as the assimilation. The last process is egestion. The elimination of undigested food from the alimentary canal is known as the egestion. Now the topic is alimentary canal. The alimentary canal is made up of following body parts. These body parts are first is buccal cavity or mouth, food pipe and or esophagus. Next stomach, then large intestine, then small intestine, and in the last it's rectum and anus. Beside these parts, there are a number of glands associated with the alimentary canal, which play their role in the process of digestion of food. For example, the salivary gland, pancreas, the liver are the three main such glands. First, we have to know about the gland. The gland is an organ which produce and release substance that perform a specific function in a body. First is salivary gland. The salivary gland is basically present in our mouth. Salivary gland produces saliva which keeps the mouth and other part of the digestive system moist. Next is pancreas. The pancreas is situated in the lower part of the abdomen. It plays an essential role of converting the food we eat into fuel for the body cells. Next is liver. The liver is present to the right side to the stomach, and this part of our body is clean the blood. The process of digestion in the human being is started from the mouth and ends in the small intestine. The process of ingestion takes place through the mouth where the salivary glands present in the mouth which are responsible for secrete saliva in the buccal cavity. The saliva is help in breakdown of starch into sugar, and the saliva also provide the moist to the mouth. The buccal cavity is consist of basically in two parts. One is teeth and second is tongue. The teeth are help in cutting, tearing and grinding of the food. Humans develop two sets of teeth during their life. The first set of teeth are of 20 small teeth, also known as milk teeth or baby teeth. They start appearing when a baby is 6 or 7 months old. By the time a child is 6 years old, a second set of 32-year teeth called the permanent teeth comes out from the gums and replace the milk teeth. Humans have four different type of teeth that are perform different functions. First is incisor, second is canine, then premolar, and last is molar teeth. Incisor are basically known as also flat teeth, and their work is for cutting the food. Canine teeth is also known as the pointed teeth, and they are used for tearing of food. Premolar is premolar and molar teeth are basically broad than the incisor and the canine teeth. Premolar and molar used for grinding of food. The next part of the buccal cavity is the tongue. The tongue is a muscular organ attached to the floor of the buccal cavity. The tongue help in mixing up of saliva with food. It also help in swallowing food. It has four type of taste buds which help us to know about the sweet, salt, sour and the bitter. The next part in alimentary canal is food pipe or esophagus. The food pipe is a long, narrow and muscular tube that connects the buccal cavity to the stomach. Food that we even chewed in the mouth is pushed downward into the esophagus. On the action of saliva, the food changes into bolus. Esophagus or food pipe runs along the neck that pushes down the bolus of the food into the stomach. The next part of the alimentary canal is the stomach. The stomach is the widest part of the alimentary canal. It is a thick walled, sac like muscular organ. It receives food from the esophagus and passes it down to the small intestine. The inner lining of the stomach secrete gastric juice which have mucus, hydrochloric acid and enzymes. The mucus protect the inner lining of stomach. Hydrochloric acid kills bacteria and the enzymes in the stomach break down proteins to simpler substance like the amino acid. The small intestine is the next body part that are present in our alimentary canal. The small intestine is the largest organ of the digestive system and which are arranged like a coil. It is about 6 to 7 meter long. It helps in digestion by using three type of secretion. First secretion are comes out from the liver, and the second secretion is come out from the pancreas, and the last secretion is comes out from the inner wall of the small intestine. First we should talk about the secretion from the liver. The liver is the largest gland in the human body. It is present slightly below to the stomach on the right side. It secretes bile juice that is stored in a bag-like structure is called the gallbladder. This bile juice plays an important role in digestion of fats. The next secretion comes from the pancreas. The pancreas is a yellow leaf-shaped gland located just below the stomach. It secretes pancreatic juice. This juice acts on carbohydrate, protein and fat and break them into simpler forms. The secretion from the small intestine, there is a inner wall present of the small intestine itself secrete a intestinal juice. This juice digests carbohydrate, protein and the fat. The inner wall of the small intestine is absorb the digested food. It has a large number of the finger-like projection is known as the villi. The villi increase the effective surface area of absorption of the digested food. This absorption of digested food is getting through the blood vessel which is present in the villi. The food thus get transport to the all body part of the body by the blood, and it is used to produce energy and to build complex substance required by the body, and this whole process is called the assimilation. In the last, the large intestine, it is the wider and the shorter than the small intestine. It is about 1.5 meter in length. The undigested and absorbed food enter to the large intestine. Here, the excess of water and small minerals are absorbed from the undigested food. The leftover waste part of the food passes to the rectum. Rectum is that place where the all undigested food is deposited, and when the storage is full, then it passes to the anus, and through the anus all the wastage material is thrown out to our from our body, and this process is called the egestion. And through this whole process the nutrition in animals is also complete.